Hello, let's talk about Transformers War for Cybertron. So Transformers War for Cybertron is the 2010 game that was the beginning of the Aligned continuity, which encompasses Transformers War and Fall for Cybertron, the Transformers Prime, along with Rescue Bots and Robots in Disguise 2015 cartoon show, the Transformers Prime movie, of course, and I believe a few books and comics. This was basically an initiative to make one whole continuity that literally lasted for 7 years and had some continuity breaks, but this was the first thing from the continuity that we all saw and is arguably the best thing to come out of the continuity. This is also widely considered to be the best Transformers game out there. This game tells the story of how Megatron, in a search for Dark Energon, would end up corrupting the planet after getting it, in an attempt to rule, of course, the planet, and how Optimus Prime would try to stop that corruption by becoming Optimus Prime, the hero that we all know and love. And this is a pretty great game. If you ask me, this is probably the best Transformers game, although there is an argument to be made for Fall of Cybertron being the best Transformers game, which we will talk about next. I love this game. I've played it so much over the last 14 years of my life, and I love playing this game. This is the one game that I think I could probably speed run, no cap. I think this is the one game that I would confidently speed run, and I think I'd be pretty good at it. I will say I do not like the Trypticon and Omega Supreme boss fights, and I actually do kind of prefer the Decepticon campaign over the Autobot campaign. The Autobot campaign is fun, but I think having the characters chosen for the end of the Decepticon campaign, that being Megatron, Breakdown, and Soundwave, the very much a jerk, headstrong leader of the Decepticons, very much a coward, and the very rational and over-technical scientist of the Decepticons. I think that the three, respectively, I think just create a really fun dynamic. And I believe the guy who plays Breakdown is, along with the, I think he plays the Air Raid as well. He is Red Arrow, or Troy Harper in Young Justice, I believe. I know Air Raid is, but I believe that's the same actor. And he does such a good job, well, not only in Young Justice, but he does such a good job in this game as the two characters, two completely different characters. And yeah, this is ultimately a pretty fun game. You have abilities which are very often, two abilities which are very often unique to the character that you're playing as. You can transform at will. You can shoot a gun in robot mode. This it's called a pistol or something like that. This pistol thing, Energon battle rifle, or Energon battle pistol, forgive me, sucks. You cannot really zoom in with it unless you go into the sniper mode. This is a terrible weapon, and I only chose Bumblebee because I don't think I'm playing as Bumblebee in any of these games, so that sucks. But I do love Bumblebee. I love the movie, and yeah, this is just a great game. And if you don't know what this series is, because this is the third part, and this is a pretty popular game, this is part 3 of a series of videos where I'm just talking about Transformer games. I'm in very much a Transformer mood. I watched Transformers 1 just 3 days ago. I have a Transformers playlist, which will be in the description, where you can watch said review of Transformers 1. I'm just really on a Transformer kick right now, and I'm very grateful that I've been able to do this series and that it's been fairly successful. But yeah, I love this game. I love its story, but I mainly love the gameplay. I think that's why I keep coming back to it. Sort of like Uncharted, you know. I play Uncharted at least once a year. I think I missed, I think last year, but that's just because I'm an adult with a job, so I unfortunately had to do my job, which, I mean, adulting, right? But whatever. Oh, the guy who plays Ironhide in this game. So he's the dude that is supposed to be guarding the Joker in the Dark Knight, but ultimately the Joker is able to get like the upper hand when he coaxes him into beating him up. That guy, who's once again sort of like Harvey Bullock, but is not Harvey Bullock. That guy was Laserbeak. I just learned this was Laserbeak in Dark of the Moon, which is insane because out of all the actors from these Cybertron games who was in Dark of the Moon, you think that he'd be in the Dark of the Moon game. Like it's insane. Like High Moon used a lot of the same actors for not only that game but for this game, which makes sense if you ask me. But yeah, it's all good. It's just something funny that I realized just recently. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But no, he does a really good job as Ironhide. And honestly, I don't remember if Ironhide had any lines in Transformers 1, but if he does, I wouldn't say no to this guy coming back. He did a really good job as Ironhide. And Ironhide, along with Ratchet, is one of my favorite Transformer characters. Truthfully. And yeah, this is just a really fun game. And that's why I constantly come back to it. It also has a really good story, but like, I think kind of due to the fact that, you know, the online continuity turned out to be such a bust. You know, like, poor, like, High Moon and poor Hasbro couldn't keep the story straight with this series. Although I will say, they did a better job keeping everything on brand than like most companies. Like the MCU's had their problems. Star Wars in the new continuity, when everything was supposed to be connected, has had their problems. Like, granted, I think the best at keeping their story straight are the, you know, legendary pictures like Godzilla films. But other than them, Hasbro did a pretty good job. But that all being said, it's nice that this is just a really fun game. And of course, the next one is an amazing game. Both of these are amazing games. If you have not played them, I highly recommend them. But there's rumors that both games are going to be remade soon. So I would recommend, if they do get remade, go check them out. Go buy them. They're really great games. If they get a remaster or a remake. I believe a remaster is just slapping them up with a new coat of paint, while a remake is literally remaking the game. I wouldn't mind just a remaster where you just slap some new paint on both games to make them next gen, and maybe like tightened up some controls, because this does have some issues. There's definitely some bugs. I mean, there are always going to be bugs whenever you play a game, for as long as I've played this game. And I don't know what I would do with these copies for the for the Xbox 360 that I own, but I'm willing to find out, because like, if this game gets remade or remastered, I am absolutely gonna buy it. These are some of the greatest games that I've personally ever played in my entire life. They mean so much to me. I love the story. I love most of the boss fights. Like the Starscream boss fight's just fun, and the first boss fight that you have with Omega Supreme in the 4th level of the Decepticon campaign is absolutely incredible, and I basically mastered that level. And like, this is just such an incredible game series. It means so much to me and to so many Transformer fans like me. It's a little weird that there's a video game called WarForCybertron, and then trilogy of Netflix TV shows that is also called this very same thing. It was very hard not to put as the thumbnail, put something from the game or from the show on here, but I didn't really want to muddy the water too much. But no, this is a great game. This also has extraordinary voice acting, if I have not mentioned it. Fred Tatasciore, I believe the guy who plays Bumblebee is Johnny Young Bosch. Fred Tatasciore, Johnny Young Bosch. The guy who plays like Soundwave, Sam Register, who plays Starscream, is amazing. Of course, Peter Cullen is the GOAT, and while we've had some other great we've had some other great actors to play Optimus Prime over the years. It was really cool that Peter Cullen was able to sort of unify this universe as he did, and hopefully soon I get to talk about Transformers Prime. That's definitely on my bucket list for the year, to finish the year off talking about Transformers Prime, so I feel like I can do that. But yeah, Transformers Prime and this are probably this game's sequel are probably the 3 most popular things from this aligned continuity. I think everyone has seen Transformers Prime, everyone has played these games, and thank you for hearing me blabber about them for 12 minutes, because this truly means so much to me. And if you played this game, whether it was on the 360 or the PS5, comment below, let me know. Do you love this game as much as I do? And you wanna know what? If you don't, tell me why. I know I most certainly hate. I always hated the boss fights, like the final boss fights, and then like with Omega Supreme and Tripticon, and I also hate that part of the game in like the 3rd level, the 3rd level of the Autobot campaign, where you have to protect Omega Supreme. Like, that's always, or you have to protect Ratchet as he's healing Omega Supreme. Like, that level, that part of that level has just always been such bullcrap to me. I hate it so much, and it's I hate difficulty spikes, and of course we'll get to that in 2 videos. I hate when video games have difficulty spikes for no reason. Like, that's just one of my biggest gaming pet peeves ever. It's like, why are you making a certain part of your game harder? Is it because you're trying to pad out the runtime? Like, what the hell? But we'll get to that when we talk about Rise of the Darkspark, which won't be too much of a complaining video, but I'll be doing some complaining about the game. Trust me. Remember that God made you special. He loves you very much. I hope you had a very lovely day. I hope you had a very lovely week. I hope you are enjoying this more casual gaming series. And hey, if you want for me to do more videos like this, comment below, let me know. And I mean, I don't usually say this, but maybe hit that subscribe button. Dad joke. God bless y'all, and until all are one.